Namaste, students. I hope you are all fine at home. So far, we have seen the notes on here mergers and acquisition. Now, we'll see how to solve the problem. Before here, we jump into problem on mergers and acquisition. Let us first understand what is purchase consideration and how to calculate the purchase consideration. Purchase consideration is the amount here paid by the transferee company to the transferor company in its valuation of assets and liabilities, right? So after the valuation of assets and liabilities of the transferee company gives some amount in exchange of the assets and liabilities of transferor company, that is called purchase consideration. So already I have given the definition as per accounting standard 14, that you can refer. So now we'll understand how to here compute or calculate the purchase consideration using different methods. Now here we have used net payment method. Then what is net payment method? Here net payment method refers to the purchase consideration is the sum agreed value of shares, debentures and cash paid by the transferee company to the shareholders of the transferor company. Transferee company gives to the transferor company some in the form of agreed values of shares, debenture and cash paid by cash is paid by the transferee company to the transfer company, that you have to keep in mind. So but it does not include the liabilities directly paid by the transferee company, because it is a net payment method. Only whatever payment is made by the transferee company to the transferor company is to be taken. If any liabilities like debentures and any bills payable paid by the transferee company directly, then that shouldn't be taken. That's what here is net payment method. Now we'll see very small problem on this. Okay, here we can see here. Let me read out the problem. You can follow that. Problem is like this: X Limited takes over the business of Y Limited. Let me repeat: X Limited takes over the business of Y Limited. Share capital of Y Limited consists of rupees 1000 shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid, and the debentures were rupees 50,000 here. X Limited agrees to issue 12 shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 5 per share in exchanges for every share in Y Limited. It also agrees to discharge the debentures of Y Limited at a premium of 10% by the issue of its own debentures. Compute the purchase consideration. Here what happens? X Limited takes over the business of Y Limited. Here X is transferee company and Y is transferor company. Transferor company means Y is going to transfer its business to X company. Here share capital Y Limited consists of 1000 shares of rupees 100 each, means 1000 into 100 is comes to 1 lakh. So then debenture is here worth 50,000, right? Then X Limited what it agrees to issue 12 shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 5 per share in exchange for every share in Y Limited. It means here X Limited gives 12 shares in place of 1 share of Y Limited, because Y Limited share face value is 100. Here the face value is rupees 10, but the premium is added rupees 5. So for every 1 share in the X Limited, Y company is ready to give 12 shares of rupees 10 each, but premium is rupees 5 is there. So 15 it becomes. 12 into 15. Per share value becomes 180 here. 12 shares. For every 1 share it gives 12 shares. But it's face value plus premium in here. Place value is 10. Premium is 15. So 12 into 15. For every 1 share it gives. Then it also agrees to discharge the debentures of Y Limited at a premium of here 10% by the issue of its own debenture. It here discharges the debenture. It exchanges the debenture of just debenture holders. It gives in place of old debenture, it gives the new debenture of 10 here at a premium of 10%. Right? What we have to here do is we have to compute the purchase consideration. Now we'll go for solution. Solution is very easy. What here? Only we have to consider what equity shares are issued to Y company by the X company, because debenture is a liability directly discharged by the X company. That's why debenture discharge should not be taken. Only what we have to take, because it's a net payment method. Remember, it is net payment method. That's why debenture or the liabilities discharged by the transferee company should not be taken. That you have to keep in your mind. Solution, we'll go for solution. Write solution there. Yes, we'll write the solution. Yes, write solution. Okay. Now write the heading, computation of purchase consideration. Computation of purchase consideration. Right there. So who gives here? X is a transferee company, because it takes over the business of Y Limited. That's why X is transferee company and Y is the transferor company. So in shares of X Limited, in shares of X, only it gives shares, not the cash. So we'll write in shares of X Limited. How many here? For every one share, the X company gives 12 share. For every one share, it gives 12 share. Where here in the business, how many actually in the Y business, how many shares are there? Actually 1000 shares are there. So therefore 1000 for every one share it gives 12 share. So for 1000 here it gives 1000 to 12 shares. Okay. Then the face value is 10, but it is issued at premium. So 10 plus 5 is 15. The value of shares is now actually 15. Face value plus premium is there. It is issued at premium. So 15 you have to take. Right. 1000 shares. Very easy it is. 1000 shares into 12 into 15. That's all. Because 1000 shares are here there. For every one share it gives 12 rupees. 12 shares. For every one share in exchange it gives 12 shares. And value of each share is 15. So it is 1,80,000. 1,80,000 is what here? It is the purchase consideration. Remember, only simple it is only the purchase consideration of the shares should be taken. We should not take the debenture discharged, because it is liability directly discharged by the transferor company. Note we can write for this. You can write the note here. Debenture of Y Limited discharged by X Limited is not included as purchase consideration, because it is directly paid by the transferee company. That's why it shouldn't be taken. I hope you understood this very simple problem. Now one more little complex problem we'll take. It's not very complex, just little more than this. Okay, second problem we'll take, because only it is very less time we have taken. Now let me continue. Problem second you take. Following is the balance sheet of S Limited as on 31st March 2019. Okay. So balance sheet is given. It is in the vertical format. Right. Means here both side will be not there. It is not in the T format. Vertical format means after the liabilities assets are given. So notes are also given. Particulars given. Note number is also given. Amount given. So first point is equity and liabilities. In that first sub point is shareholders fund. We have to take how shareholders fund is generated is here. Share capital, it comes under note number 1, 7 lakh. Reserve and surplus, note number 2, 70,000. And again in the equity and liabilities only, here second point is non-current liabilities. It includes long-term borrowing, that is 10% debenture. It is 1,50,000. Then current liabilities is their third point. Current liabilities, here current liabilities includes here trade payables. Maybe it's here sundry creditors. If bills payable is there, that also can be taken. It's not there, but trade payables is there. Trade payables, that is sundry creditors is there. The value is 1 lakh. Altogether, all the liabilities together, it is 10 lakh 20,000. 7 lakh plus 70,000 plus 1 lakh 50,000 plus 1 lakh. It is how much it is? It is here 10 lakh. We can say 10 lakh 20,000. Okay, now we'll see. We'll go for assets. Here, assets, same value should be there. Assets. In the first, here we'll say here non-current and current assets, like this it is classified. Non-current assets include fixed asset first, non-current it is. In the tangible assets may be here fixed in building, premises, then machineries, equipments, machinery, all this. So tangible assets which can be seen and touched, which can be seen. So maybe building, all this, equipments, furniture, all these are called tangible assets. The value is 6,50,000. And intangible assets which cannot be seen but which can be very much experienced. That is goodwill here taken here. So goodwill, the value is 1 lakh. Right? Then we'll go for current assets. Current assets which can be easily converted into cash within a 1 year. Right? So again in the current assets, inventories come here, in stock, the value is 1 lakh. And trade receivables like sundry debtors, bills payable and all this. So trade receivables, sundry debtors is, the value is 1,50,000. Cash and cash equivalents, it is here, cash at bank is there, it is 20,000. So altogether assets again here 6,50,000 plus 1 lakh, 7,50,000 plus 1 lakh, 8,50,000. Then plus 1,50,000, 10 lakh plus 20,000, 10 lakh. It is 10 lakh. How much? 20,000. So this is here asset side total. Then here notes to balance sheet are given, because here explanation for all these items here are. Note number 1. Note number 1 is for share capital, right? It is there. Note number 1 is for share capital. Share capital, it consists of what all? We have to see. So 60,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid is there. Its value is 6 lakh, remember. And 1,000 10% preference shares of rupees 100 each fully paid. So it is 1 lakh. Total share capital is 7 lakh. It is taken, you see here 7 lakh it is taken. This year this is taken from this first note number 1. Then note number 2 is for reserves and surplus. In that reserve is 1,50,000 given in the problem, remember. It is reserve is how much it is given, 1,50,000. But here only reserve and surplus 70 taken. But how it is? See here, note number reserve 2 reserve and surplus. In the reserve is 1,50,000, but debit balance surplus is not there. Debit balance in profit and loss account is there. Debit balance in profit and loss account means it is the loss. So it is 80,000. If you deduct this loss from the total reserves, the net reserve and surplus is how much? The net reserve and surplus is how much it is? Only 70,000. Only 70,000 it is calculated. Okay, now we'll go for note number 3. Note number 3 is meant for tangible assets. You can see here in this problem it is given. Tangible assets it is given here. Note number 3. It is for tangible assets. It is given. So what all tangible assets forms? Here, land and building, the worth is 4 lakh, plant and machinery 2 lakh, and furniture 50,000. All these including it is 6,50,000. It is the total of tangible assets. Okay, all notes completed. Now we'll go to the problem. Okay, further here information. P Limited agrees to take over the business of S Limited. P Limited, new limited, it is ready to take the S Limited. So S Limited, what all balance sheet is here given. So here it is given for their information. So P Limited agrees to take over the now business of S Limited. And agreed to, so when it is taking, then it agreed to give 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid up at par. At par means the face value. What is face value here? With that face value only it is going to issue. And to issue equal number of equity shares of rupees 10 each at a 10% premium together with cash rupees 2 per equity share, and to discharge 10% debenture at a premium of 20%. Like this information are given. Now let me again go through the information. P Limited agrees to take over the business of S Limited. That is here P Limited is here transferee company, S Limited is transferor company, because S Limited is going to transfer its business to P Limited. So for that it agreed. It agreed means here P Limited agreed to give 12% preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid, 12% preference share. Here 10% preference share is there. In place of 10% preference shares, 12% preference share will be given. That's all. So it here 12% preference shares of 100 each, fully paid at par value only. Here it is how much here preference share here, how much given, see in the note, 10 per here 1000, 10% preference share 100 each. Here it is also here new preference share also 100 each only, but it is 12%, that you have to keep in mind. So but it is given at par value only, and it issues equal number of equity share of rupees 10 each. Equal here number means here equity share 60,000 equity shares are there. Same number of equity shares are issued by the P Limited to the S Limited, but the value is what, here number of equity shares of rupees 10 each. Here value is 10 each at 10% premium. 10% premium is there here. Then 10% of 10 rupees is 1, so that is at 11 rupees. 10 plus 1, you are getting 10 plus 1, 10 rupees here, 10 rupees here plus here 10% of 10% of rupees 10. So how much it comes to here? How much it comes is 11 rupees. 11 it will be, right? Right now 10 rupees, 10% of 10 comes to how much? 10 divided by 100 plus into 10 here, 10 divided by 100 into 10. So 0 cancel, 1 rupees. So 10 plus 10% of 10 is 1, so 11 it becomes. Okay. Now so value is how much here? 60,000 equity shares into 11 each. Then it also ready to give the cash 2 per equity share. Equity share is 60,000 and 2 per equity share means 60,000 into 2. So it becomes 1,20,000 in cash. And to discharge 10% debenture at a premium of 20%. At premium of 20%, it is the business is ready to discharge the debentures, but it should not be taken because it is a liability paid by the transferee company of the transferor company. Here net payment is not made. Direct payment is not made by the transferee company to the transferor company. So that shouldn't be considered, that's why, right? But here it can be shown in the balance sheet of the same concerned P Limited company. Now we will go for solution. Now we see the solution. Write solution. Right, solution goes like this. First thing you write computation of purchase consideration. Right there, computation of purchase consideration. Right. There you make 2 columns. One is particular columns. Another is amount column. 2 columns you make. First one is here 10% preference shares of S Limited in place of 12% preference shares of P Limited. Alright? Yes. Now it gives 10%. Sorry, this is what here is. It is not okay. Right there, 10% preference shares of S Limited. It is not 10%. What? What here? 10%. 10% preference shares of rupees. Actually, not 10% here. It should be 12%. 12% should be 12%. 12% preference shares of. Who is going to take, or it is P, right? So P Limited. P Limited. You can write here P Limited. Right, 12% preference shares of limited in place of what here 10% preference shares of S limited. Right, what here in place of 10% here, in place of 10% preference shares of S limited. Right, in place of 10% preference shares of S limited. How much the value is? Value is how much? 1 lakh. Take. So the value is 1 lakh. Right now, the 12% it doesn't help you. It is the interest to be given on the preference shareholders, on the preference shares. Right. So it is one here. How many here? Preference shares are here 1000 into 10 only. It is at par. Okay. That's why 1000 into 10 is 1 lakh. So then next it gives equity shares. Second one you take equity shares. Here equity shares of S limited. So how much here? First one it gives cash. Here rupees 2 per share. So 2 per share it comes to 60,000 into 2 it is 1,20,000. Then it gives again shares. In exchange of that 60,000 shares into 11. 11 how it comes? We already calculated 10%, 10 rupees plus 10% of 10 rupees. So 1 comes. So total purchase consideration is how much here? Total purchase consideration is 8,80,000 if you total it. So let us write this as a purchase consideration. Okay. So 1 lakh plus 1,20,000 plus 6,60,000, it is 8,80,000 is the purchase consideration. We are not taking debenture here. We are not taking debenture here because it is paid by the whatever. We are not taking debenture because it is paid by the transferee company itself directly to the debenture holder. Means it exchanged here. It instead of paying, it exchanged the debentures by new debentures. That's why that debenture should not be taken. So again we can write the note here. Here we can write the note here. Right. So yes, I can write here. So this is how we have to calculate the purchase consideration. I hope you understood. So again you can watch several times. You will understand this, right? So like this. Here you can write the note. Debentures of S limited discharged by the exchanged by the P limited. Right? Note you can write debentures not taken. Debentures not taken as they are exchanged and payment is not made. Right? Like this we can write. Yes, I hope you understood it. Okay, like this we can solve the compute the purchase consideration. Okay, thank you. We'll see other things in the next video. We'll see in the next video. So I'll take in the next video I take another method of how we have to calculate the purchase consideration, because there are as many as 5 methods given in the. Okay, thank you. Keep practicing. We'll see in the next class.